फरक खालको प्रेमिकाको भूमिका छ
मलाई लाग्थ्यो कि उहाँ एकदमै टिममा हेर्दाखेरि त I didn't know she was so nice, down to earth.
I think this is the first time in Nepal जहाँ चाहिँ हामीले बारमा प्ले गर्दैछौँ हैन on top of that हामीले बियर पनि सर्भ गर्दैछौँ during the play किनभने यो त्यो एराको प्ले भएकोले गर्दाखेरि so we are trying something new let's hope अब it's an experiment अब ऑडियन्सले रुचाउनुहुन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई चाहिँ
Mr. Rajkumar Pudesani, who is playing the role of Mr. Bonaparte. Next, I would like to call upon Mr. Suraj Arya, who is playing the role of Tokyo. All apologies for the absence of one of our lead actor, Mr. Alejandro E. Merola, who is absent here because he is ill, he's taken ill today. So in his stead, I shall also be introducing one of our newest lead actors, Mr. Amrit Dahal, who is playing the role of Joe Bonaparte. I would also like to call upon on stage Mrs. Deborah Merola, the founder and artistic director of Wallpaper Theatre. And I would also like to take this opportunity to extend a very, very warm welcome to an illuminary of the boxing world, who is a California Boxing Hall of Fame and the World Boxing Hall of Fame. Please give a warm welcome to Mr. Yaki Lopez. I would now like to hand over a mic to the panel, and starting with Deborah Merola, who would like to say a few words.
Thank you, Vikash, for the warm introduction, and to Highly High Entertainment, and to Karma Bar and Lounge for hosting and producing our environmental production, site-specific production of Golden Boy by Clifford Odets. A site-specific production means that it is conceived, imagined, designed for a particular space. And when you all are not sitting there, there will be a 12 by 12 boxing ring and an actual demonstration bout of boxing. And Mr. Lopez, Yaki Lopez, has been helping us today, and also the Naxal Boxing Club, who will send 2-3 professional fighters, and also Gymkhana. So we have a lot of friends. It is particularly meaningful to me that Namrata and I are joining in this production as producer and director and lead actor of Lorna Moon. Namrata was in the very first One World Theatre production in November 2011 when we produced Oliana, and she played the lead role against Anup Baral and was a magnificent actor in that. She also went on for One World Theatre to perform in Yerma, and Rajkumar Pudesani was also in that production. It was in Nepali and with a guest director, Bimal Subedi. So this is a kind of return to have such a celebrated and beautiful and gifted actor is a real privilege. The play itself is important in American history, and it is iconic. It stands for a lot in the history of American drama. It was written in 1935. It had a recent Broadway revival in 2012. It's a forerunner of Death of a Salesman as a play. Its subject is the American dream. so admired here in Nepal, and what happens when the American dream goes to the dark side. So it is a discussion of fame and fortune, of the gold bug, of the streets paved with gold. That the theme of Golden Boy has to do with money and fame, and it also has to do with art. And what I had said is that it's relevant, I believe, for Nepal, because our fine actors here, including Amrit Dahal introducing him, and all of our actors who are here in the area, sort of, and it's a struggle, as you all probably know in the press. It's a struggle to have a free press. It's a struggle to have a democracy, and it's a struggle to remain an actor who pursues truthful success, which is the mantra of our play. Thank you.
Thank you, Deborah. I would like to also take this opportunity to request Namrata Shrestha to say a few words. And please forgive her because she's not feeling well at the moment, but she's doing her level best. Thank you so much, Namrata, for being with us here today.
First of all, I would like to thank everyone who's present here. Thank you so much for your time. I would like to thank Deborah and all the actors for supporting the play, because it's always a pleasure to work with One World Theatre. Since I'm an artist, I love different forms of art. So theater was something that I always wanted to do. That's why I took a break from movie, and now I'm here in theater. So it's going to start from September 1st till September 10th, and I hope you guys will support us. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Namrata. Now I would request Mr. Rajkumar Pillai to say a few words.
सबजना नमस्कार, म नेपाली बोल्छु, सरी जोस् यो गोल्डन बोय अमेरिकन क्लासिक 1935 को स्टोरी हामी चाहिँ अहिले जस्तो नेपालको 2074 साल 2017 मा काठमाडौँको यो स्टेजमा मञ्चन गर्दैछौँ। यसको पछाडि केही कारणहरू छन्, म त्यो चाहिँ भन्न चाहन्छु। गोल्डन बोय अमेरिकन लाइफमा एउटा चाहिँ हुन्छ नि, आफूलाई अगाडि बढाउनु खोज्ने, आफ्नो मनको कुरा, आफूले चाहेको कुरा गर्न, परिवारबाट पनि पन्छिएर, जस्तो बाउआमाको आदेशभन्दा पनि बाहिर गएर आफ्नो कुरा छ, मलाई मन परेको कुरा, मलाई चाहिएको कुरा गर्नको लागि सङ्घर्ष गर्ने एउटा केटाको कथा हो। त्यो सङ्घर्ष पोलिटिक्समा पनि हुन्छ, थिएटरमा पनि हुन्छ, एक्टिङमा पनि हुन्छ, पेन्टिङमा पनि हुन्छ, सायद कवि कलाकारको सबैमा हुन्छ, बिजनेसमा पनि हुन्छ, इन्डस्ट्रियलहरूमा पनि हुन्छ। त्यो मध्येको यो चाहिँ बक्सिङ प्रोफेसनभित्रको त्यो सङ्घर्ष कथा हामी देखाउँदैछौँ। यो गरिरहँदाखेरि मलाई पर्सनल्ली कलाकारको रूपमा के फिल हुन्छ भनेदेखि, म पनि घरबाट भागेर आएको, मैले घरबाट फाइट गरेर आफ्नो मन लागेको कुरा गर्नको लागि थिएटरमा आएको। तर मैले मन लागेको गर्ने ठाउँ अथवा मलाई मन परेको गर्ने ठाउँ कस्तो छ, त्यो कतिको दूषित छ, त्यो कतिको सफा छ, त्यहाँभित्र कतिको अनेस्टी छ, त्यहाँभित्र कतिको हार्डवर्किङ छ, र त्यहाँभित्र कतिको चाहिँ एक्लै अथवा कतिको ह्युमन व्यवहार गर्छ, त्यो महत्त्वपूर्ण कुरा हो। जुन कुरामाथि हामी यो नाटकमाथि खेल्छौँ र त्यो हाम्रोमा पनि छ, ताकि कसैको चाहिँ एउटा हुन्छ नि, आफ्नो चाहना हुन्छ भने उसलाई कसरी युज गर्छ मान्छेहरूले, जसले केही समय बिताइसकेको छ त्यही काममा। जस्तो फेम एन्ड फर्च्युनको लागि जसले आफ्नो सपना पुरा गर्नको लागि एउटा ठाउँमा हुन्छ, त्यो ठाउँमा उसलाई कतिको प्रयोग गरिन्छ, उसलाई कतिको गाह्रो हुन्छ, त्यो कथा यसले बोकेको छ। जुन मैले जे गरेर आएँ नाटकमा, त्यो कथा यो कथासँग रिलेभेन्ट छ। त्यही भएर 1935 अथवा समवेयर, त्यो पनि अमेरिकामा घट्योस् जहाँ घट्योस्, त्योसँग मतलब भएन, मतलब चाहिँ त्यसको बुद्धि हामीलाई दिन्छ। त्यही भएर हामी यहाँ मञ्चन गर्ने कोसिस गर्दैछौँ यसलाई। कृपया त्यो रूपमा लिदिनु होला, धन्यवाद।
मैले थुप्रै डिरेक्टरहरूसँग काम गरिसकेँ, देवराजसँग काम गर्न पाएको थिएँ थिएटरमा, र यो गोल्डन बोयबाट त्यो मौका पनि पाएँ। देवरालाई पनि खुसी छु नाटकको बारेमा देवराले पनि भनिसक्नुभयो राजकुमारजीले पनि भनिसक्नुभयो नमस्ताले पनि भनिसक्यो र तपाईँहरूको हातमा जुन फ्लायर्स छ त्यसले पनि बताइहाल्छ नाटकको बारेमा यो नाटक सेप्टेम्बर 1 देखि सुरु हुँदैछ महत्त्वपूर्ण कुरा र 10 तारिकमा यो सकिन्छ त्यस बिचमा हामीलाई तपाईँको सहयोग चाहिन्छ हामीले त्यो नाटक यो नेपाली नाटकलाई जसरी अङ्ग्रेजी नाटकलाई त्यो पनि अमेरिकाको नाटकलाई हामीले नेपालमा काठमाडौँमा गर्दैछौँ जस्तै राजकुमारजीले भन्नुभयो त्यो अनुसारले हामीले प्रस्तुत गर्न सक्यौँ वा सकेनौँ तपाईँहरूको चाहिँ एकदम क्रिटिकल्ली कमेन्ट्स अथवा सजेसन जे हुन्छ त्यो चाहिँ हामीलाई आवश्यक हुन्छ त्यसको लागि नै अनुरोध गर्दछु अरू कुरा त नाटक हेरिसकेपछि नै हामीले बताउँछौँ हामीले बताउने कोसिस गर्छौँ बताउँछौँ म त्यति नै भन्न चाहन्छु थ्याङ्क यू
Next, I would like to request one of the youngest members of our cast.
Hello, Namaste सबैजनालाई. Thank you so much for coming here. And I would like to say that I'm really happy to be playing the role of Joe Bonaparte in this play, The Golden Boy. And I'm really happy to work with One World Theatre as well. I've been doing theatre since last 2 years, and I'm really excited for this play because in this play we have amazing actors like Namrata Shrestha, Rashma Dai. So I'm really very happy to be a part of this play, and I hope we'll get support from you all. And that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Amrit.
First of all, I want to thank Deborah and his husband. The reason that I meet them is because they read the story in the New York Times about Bed City. There was a movie. That movie was filmed in 1969, and there was about boxing. And the writer that he wrote that movie, he is my friend. I know him. In about 2.5 months or 3 months, the writer, he take another writer from the New York Times to the boxing gym, and they take pictures and they talk, and anyway, they make a nice story about Bed City boxing gym. So Deborah and his husband, they went to my gym and they talked to me, and they take a lot of pictures, and they asked me if I'm interested to come to Napoli, and I said yes. And thanks to them, I'm here, and I'm very happy to be here with some great people. All you guys very friendly, and I'm just happy just to be here. And thanks a lot, and I hope you guys support the play. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Yaku Lopez. And I would now like to call upon Mr. Utpal Jha, who is also playing the role of Pepper White, to say a few words about Clifford Odets.
Thank you. And Rajkumar Dai, who elaborated and contextualized it in Nepali context, how it is relevant and what is the real purpose behind it. About Odets, this guy, he started off as a wannabe actor. He wanted to be an actor, and he started with different theaters and production, was really struggling to make it there. He would get casted as understudy in quite a few plays, but then unfortunately for him, the lead actors would never fail to not come to the rehearsals, and then he actually never got that chance that he was looking for. And that was probably the reason why he switched into writing, because he had like a lot of time to spare with, apart from those tiny little roles that he started doing. And that's how it began, writing for him. And he started basically with his theater group, with the plays that were like socially relevant and the causes and the message-oriented plays, which got really popular. And that got like eyebrows popping, like in the Hollywood. And they wanted him as the mainstream writer there. And so with that success, he went to Hollywood and he wrote for like many studios, which were like prevalent back then. And it was probably 8 to 9 years. And he just got fed up from that. And there have been like different analyses, different comparisons that when he came back, he actually produced Golden Boy, which turned out to be a major success. And there have been like parallels which have been drawn with this, that there have been many theories that people say he could not have made it beyond this. And he was like a one-hit wonder and there were like no gas left in him. But truth be told, who were actually near and dear to him, they said that he had many brilliant plots and he had them narrated to them. And he was on his course, but unfortunately he died and things got like south. But this about the Golden Boy, there are many theories that whatever frustrations and whatever underworld that he saw back in the Hollywood, all those underbellies, he was actually trying to portray through this one. And there were all his angst and frustrations and the politics around it, which got surrounded, it got like wrapped up in the boxing wall. But then he was actually giving out all his angst and all his frustrations through that. And he actually was one of the founding members or one of the last actors to be selected into group theater, which was spearheaded by Lee Strasberg, which actually started this acting. Lee Strasberg, as you would know, who got inspired from Konstantin Stanislavski in Russia and brought actually method acting in the States. And he was one of the last actors who was actually inducted into it. In a way, I draw a lot of parallels as how this thing goes when you want to be artistic and you're really exploring different things into the acting and direction, and suddenly something happens. It also gives you idea of chance and how life can surprise you in ways. So yeah, Golden Boy, one of his most successful plays, and it has been produced in Nepal. I hope you like it. Really happy for Amrit here, who's doing Joe, the Golden Boy character, and he's doing some brilliant work with this cast here, cast ensemble that is a bunch of really talented people, directed by Deborah Marola herself. I hope you guys support it, enjoy it. Thank you very much.
ड्रिमलाई भन्दा बढी नाटकलाई चाहिँ प्राथमिकता
होइन, यो कलाको एउटा फर्म त हो नि होइन, नाटक र मुभी, तर कला क्षेत्रमै छु म होइन। तर मैले 2014मा गरेँ बिहारमा भन्ने, सो 2 वर्षपछि गर्दैछु यो, 2 वर्ष 3 वर्षपछि। सो मलाई जहिले पनि थिएटर भन्ने बित्तिकै म सानो संसारको टाइमदेखि एकदमै अट्र्याक्टेड थिएँ। गुरुकुलमा म जहिले पनि प्ले हेर्न जान्थेँ, राजकुमार दाईहरूको प्ले हेरिरह हुन्थेँ मैले होइन, सौगात दाईहरू, मलाई एकदम रमाइलो लाग्थ्यो। सो त्यो टाइमदेखि नै मलाई थिएटरमा इन्ट्रेस्ट थियो र जहिले पनि मुभीबाट टाइम मिल्यो भने म थिएटर गरिहालौँ जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई। त योपालि चाहिँ मैले मुभीलाई साइड लगाएर नै थिएटर गरेको, किनकि डेब्राले मलाई 1 वर्ष अगाडि, 1 वर्ष नभनौँ, यो 2013मा भएको कुरा थियो, गोल्डन बोय भन्ने प्लेको कुरा होइन, त्यो बेलादेखि पेन्डिङ भइरहेको थियो। सो यो टाइम चाहिँ मलाई राइट टाइम जस्तो फिल भयो। अनि आफूलाई पनि एज एन एक्टर एक्सप्लोर गर्न मन थियो। यो लोर्ना मुन भन्ने क्यारेक्टर मलाई एकदमै इन्ट्रेस्टिङ लागेको थियो होइन। सो त्यसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ वाइ नट भनेर एउटा राम्रो टिम छ, सबैले सपोर्ट गर्नुभएको छ। सो टिम राम्रो लाग्यो, कन्सेप्ट राम्रो छ, सबै चिज राम्रो भएर म फेरि थिएटरमा आएको।
यस कारणले टकिला सनराइज गीत पछाडि सरेको।
हजुर, म अहिले चाहिँ यो सेप्टेम्बर 10सम्म म कुनै पनि स्क्रिप्ट पनि हेरिरहेको छुइनँ, फिल्म पनि साइन गरेको छुइनँ, मैले सबैलाई होल्डमै राखेको छु। सो 2-3वटा कुरा भइरहेछ, तर मेबी आफ्टर द्याट यो प्ले सक्यो म अहिले यसमा मात्रै फोकस गर्न चाहन्छु, त्यही भएर।
नाटक निर्माणतिर पनि लाग्नु भएको छ नि तपाईँको
हजुर हजुर
आगामी दिनमा पनि नाटक निर्माणको कुनै सोच बनाउनु भएको छ?
मेरो सोच त छ वर्षमा एउटा नाटक गर्ने भन्ने मैले सोच बनाएको छु होइन। यस्तै राम्रो कन्सेप्ट स्क्रिप्टहरू छ र यस्तो टिम पाएँ भने त वाइ नट, वर्षमा एउटा म थिएटर गर्छु।
फिल्ममा लभ स्टोरी भूमिकामा प्रेमिकाको भूमिकामा देखि नाटकमा चाहिँ तपाईँको त्यही भूमिका छ वा अलिक फरक?
फरक खालको प्रेमिकाको भूमिका छ। हजुर के क्वेसन?
सो नेपालमा खासै इन्टरनेसनल प्लेहरू हुँदैन होइन, सो अहिले यो हुँदैछ, सो तपाईँले स्कोप कस्तो देख्नु भएको छ, सक्सेस होला या नहोला?
यो त तपाईँहरूको हातमा पनि छ, तपाईँहरूले कतिको प्रचार गरिदिनुहुन्छ होइन, इट्स अप टु यु गाइज। तर जुन किसिमले हामीले मेहनत गरेको छौँ, सबै एक्टरले जुन किसिमले रात दिन यहाँ बिहान 10 बजीदेखि 5 बजीसम्म बसेर रिहर्सल गर्छौँ, त्यो हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ राम्रो बनेको छ जस्तो लाग्छ र अडियन्सले पनि मन पराउनुहुन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ। किनकि यो आई थिङ्क दिस इज द फर्स्ट टाइम इन नेपाल जहाँ चाहिँ हामीले बारमा प्ले गर्दैछौँ होइन। अन टप अफ द्याट हामीले बियर पनि सर्भ गर्दैछौँ ड्युरिङ द प्ले, किनभने यो त्यो एराको प्ले भएकोले गर्दाखेरि। सो वी आर ट्राइङ समथिङ न्यू, लेट्स होप। अब इट्स एन एक्सपेरिमेन्ट, अब अडियन्सले रुचाउनुहुन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई चाहिँ।
सो यो प्लेको स्टोरी होइन चाहिँ जुन अमेरिकन ड्रिम भनेर कुरा गरिएको छ, यो कतै न कतै द ग्रेट ग्याट्सबीमा चाहिँ जुन ग्याट्सबी भन्ने क्यारेक्टर छ त्यसको क्यारेक्टरसँग कतै कतै मिल्दोजुल्दो हो, प्लेमा त्यो रिफ्लेक्ट हुन्छ त्यो कुरा?
यसको लागि चाहिँ अमृतले बोल्दा ठिक होला। हि इज द गोल्डन बोय। उहाँलाई नेपालीमा सोध्नु भयो भने चाहिँ क्वेसन।
आई थिङ्क यसमा चाहिँ जो बोनापार्टे जो चाहिँ लिड क्यारेक्टर छ गोल्डन बोयको, ऊ चाहिँ खासमा म्युजिसियन हुन्छ, ऊ एकदमै राम्रो भयोलिनिस्ट हुन्छ। बट टु गेट हि इज इन्ट्रेस्टेड टु गेट फेम एन्ड फर्चुन, पैसा गाडी, त्यसैकै लागि ऊ बक्सिङमा इन्ट्रेस्टेड भएर बक्सिङमा जान्छ। एन्ड आई थिङ्क ग्याट्सबीसँग अलिअलि मिल्दोजुल्दो छ, बिकज दे बोथ हेभ अ ड्रिम टु बी सक्सेसफुल, फेमस एन्ड टु डु समथिङ इन द वर्ल्ड। आई थिङ्क अलिअलि मिल्दोजुल्दो छ। थ्याङ्क यू।
कस्तो हुन्छ नाटक गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ नम्रता श्रेष्ठ कस्तो?
हजुर, फर्स्ट मैले पहिला जो बोनापार्टेको रोल पाएपछि आई डिडन्ट नो सी वाज इन द कास्ट पहिला, तर पछि when I heard that Namrata Shrestha is doing Lorna Moon भनेर, then I was really excited and nervous as well, because मैले उहाँको फिल्महरू फिल्मको गीतहरू हेरिरहेको छु अनि I was really excited plus nervous पनि थिएँ धेरै, because she is an experienced actor अनि very राम्रो काम गर्नुहुन्छ। अनि तर मलाई लाग्थ्यो कि उहाँ एकदमै टिममा हेर्दाखेरि त I didn't know she was so nice, down to earth. But after rehearsals हुन थाल्यो, when I met her, and then she's very down to earth, very nice, very kind, and she also, because she's an experienced actor, म त भर्खर नयाँ हो, अनि she taught me a lot about acting, she helped me a lot. उहाँसँग काम गर्नु एकदमै राम्रो भयो। I'm enjoying it. Thank you.
But I just wanted to call out Divya Dev and also Himanta Shairis, Sultan Lama, Alize Beyond. These artists give up films to be in plays, as you all are. They give up money and they are dedicated to art. And these are the kind of people who build a theater company. And you all, as press, and with good articles, that's very helpful too. So thank you.
Thank you, Deborah.